Alright legends, welcome back to Always All-Wheel Drive. Now we have something a bit special today. I met with Paul and he's brought his very bright and wonderful looking BYD Shark. Now I know you've seen what old mate Chris did up in Clock Hill, and I think that's really supercharged a lot of interest in these vehicles. So what we're doing here is that we're actually in the start of the 6-foot track. We've just aired down and we're going to see, is the BYD and are all these electric cars the future of all-wheel driving? So let's get stuck into it. I want to ask you a couple of questions as well, just to get really stuck into the BYD. First of all, why'd you buy it?
I wanted an electric car. That was my next car, was an electric car.
Yeah.
Car we had, which was a Tiguan, wasn't big enough for both of us and the dogs to travel away. So I was looking for something bigger.
Have you done any four-wheel driving before this?
No.
Fantastic. So then I guess that leads me to my next question. Why not a Tesla?
Well, I was looking for something that I could take camping.
And then I guess two more questions. What's your favorite thing about the BYD?
I like the cost. People say they're cheap Chinese. What
Yeah.
the reality is, take the Kia Tasman. They were advertising that 12 months out before it's released.
That's right.
They don't advertise BYD. It's all off
word of mouth, I guess, and things like this.
Social media.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I know, a bit controversial. One thing you think they could have done better?
Tank's not big enough. 60 litre.
Not big enough? Okay.
60 litre tank.
Yep.
Petrol range.
Yep.
Not accurate the way they measure it.
Right.
If you're heading out somewhere random,
yeah, right.
you don't know where you're going and you're not sure where the next fuel is, suddenly the fuel range drops.
It's just little, how you doing? Actually, does it work with like a supercharger or anything like that? If
yes.
you are, okay, so it actually works with the Tesla Super.
55 watt, I think.
Yeah, right, okay.
So it's a standard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got adapters of like AC, DC and stuff.
Yeah, so this is the DC part, that's the AC part.
Okay, nice. How good is that? Yeah, who needs a inverter? Well, there you have it, a couple of Paul's thoughts on the BYD Shark. Now, we're not here just to be on the pavement, we're here to head out into the bush and see how capable these vehicles are. Now, again, as you've seen online, these things have gone to some pretty crazy places. We're not going to be doing that. You know why? Because the vast majority of off-roaders do tracks like this. They do touring, they bring their family, they bring their kids. We're not doing rock crawling or anything like that, and that's not what, you know, most people buy a 79 series thinking, oh yeah, I do rock crawling, this, that. You're not going to do it, let's be honest, you're not. If my territory can do this, I'm sure the BYD can do it. I think we're going to wrap it up here and start heading out bush. Why do I do this to myself in my pants? Now, of course, no off-road trip trying a new car is complete without a bit of a water crossing. So this is going to be one of 3 water crossings. The wading depth of the BYD is 700 millimeters, so this should be more than enough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cross first, and then we'll see how old mate goes.
How far out is that rock was going to go?
No, actually, you're pretty lucky. I just cleared it. What we were talking about before was that a lot of 4B owners, these are going to be the rivers that you're doing. You're not going to be doing flash flooding. You're not going to be doing anything else like over your bonnet. That was really impressive. That BYD actually did that, really controlled it. I always have to give it a bit of a rifle and a bit of a boot when I do this sort of things, but yeah, no, I'm coming away quite impressed with the BYD. I'm not gonna lie. We found a little hill, bit of a friendly territory BYD. Let's, you know what? This is the only hill actually on the whole track, so we can see how it goes.
Yep.
All right, the mighty Canyonero did it. So let's see how the newcomer, the BYD, does it. Let's go. Walks it up. Easy. How good's that? Oh, of course, mate. ABS decides to want to quit on me again. I mean, it works when you need it to. Like, this will disappear, but anyway. The engine is really just a portable generator. It's not necessarily actually powering the car. It can in some circumstances, but for all intents and purposes, it is a power plant. And I think that's the most important thing here to distinguish between a lot of other hybrids. Like I know you've got the Ranger hybrid and a lot of other ones, but they still drive the drivetrain. This one is just a power plant. And I think that's what makes this quite unique compared to the other one. Right, so we're done with that. As we move back towards the car, you can see there are some plastic side steps. I mean, honestly, for day-to-day use, they're just fine. You also got some side cameras, which is what up here was showing earlier about showing all the views and everything like that. So it's all these little cameras all around here that show you where to go, where to put your wheels. You don't need a spotter anymore. So Keith, I'm sorry, but it means that I won't have to spot you into a bog hole anymore. And then now, of course, the most important thing, how comfortable can you off-road? It turns out in the 21st century, very comfortably. I mean, check out this interior. All right, let's hop in and take a look. Now, you know what? Very high, almost commanding a seating position.
Yes.
You also got your heads-up display as well, which is bad for a rig that starts at 60 grand as well. The screen is huge. It's bigger than most laptops that you'll be issued at work. The steering wheel is nice, it's comfortable. You feel like you are in a space shuttle though, because the amount of buttons here is insane. I mean, you've got your start-stop, you've got your tailgate, you've got your EV modes, you've got a very comfortable air conditioning when it comes to EVs. A lot of people think high charge, low charge, and you're done. When it comes to this sort of hybrid system, from what I've been seeing here, you have to rethink about it in a whole different way. Just because you have a 30% battery, it doesn't mean that's it, you can't do anything. The engine and the battery is a lot more smarter than I thought it would be. So it's just...
And a lot more smarter than some of their owners as well.
Well, that's right, absolutely. Well, I mean, a lot more smarter than me, put it that way. It's a nice place to be, especially for the price point. For 60 grand, I mean, obviously I'm coming from my $1,500 territory, but I sit in there. It does feel a bit more premium. You see in a 79 series, you know, that's 80, 90 grand. You got wind-up windows still.
Yep.
It's nice. And I think that's my first impression. It's a nice, and given the off-roading we had been doing right now, you know, a few creek crossings, a few undulations, a few climbs, that's what the vast majority of people are going to do. You're not going to be doing rock crawling. You're not going to be doing, you know, water over your bonnet. If you're doing that, you're doing it for clout, basically. Let's be real here. And I think that's where this car excels in a way. I think a lot of the people who do kind of this, especially after the beer o'clock stunt. I feel that's where a lot of people are going wrong here. This appeals to the masses, in my opinion. It's not appealing to your real hardcore four-wheel drivers. And I don't mind it because I'm not a hardcore four-wheel driver. I mean, my car's just an all-wheel drive, so I can actually understand this a lot more than I feel a lot of off-roaders would, because I get what it's trying to do here. It's comfortable, you feel special when you're in it, it's got some nice highlights, you know, you got your screens, you got your modern tech, your Bluetooth, your sat nav, this, that. It's a comfortable place to be, you know, you're in the dirt, you're
ventilated,
in the mud.
cooling seats.
Well, there you go, ventilated and cooling seats. I mean, even I don't have that. I'm still stuck in the 19th century with velour. So, no, it's a nice place to be. Right, so because I'm a noob, what do I do? I feel like I'm at the start of the Space Shuttle now. So, my first thoughts and impressions of driving the BYD Shark 6. Tall. I think I'm so used to the territory being quite tall. I feel, yeah, very high off the ground. I have a very commanding view of everything around me. More importantly, on my left, I don't need a spotter anymore because I can see everything that's around me. So yeah, my initial impression is tall. It feels very composed. I think the most unnerving thing that I think I had to get used to, it's quiet. Very quiet, which ironically is probably better for these off-roading nature tracks, because like right now, if I was to say nothing, yeah, see, look at that. I mean, you can, all I'm hearing are the twigs cracking as I go down the hill. There's literally it. It's, no, I think it's the quietness. And I don't think anyone's talked about that off-roading. You hear nature. I'm not really used to that because I'm so used to my straight six just idling through here, rattling away. I think that's one thing I want to really convey here to everyone who's watching this. It is quiet. You kind of feel like you're in nature, not on it, if that's a way to describe it. And it's a new experience for me. And I think that, again, the Chinese have something here.
We're doing so well.
But yeah, no, that was a great experience. But one thing I do want to reiterate, the quietness in nature. I don't think anyone really talks about that in a lot of other reviews I've seen, how quiet it is when you're actually driving off-road. You can hear a pin drop and you feel immersed in it. You're not on it, you're immersed in it. So again, I'm not an EV guy myself, but I do get the appeal for this, and I think whether people like it or not, especially third-party manufacturers, you got to get on board. There is a market there is a demand there, and people have to get used to it, that these are going to be on the road, whether people like it or not. It's here, and they're here to stay. And I know a Cherry and other brands are also, a JAC as well, have also come out with new cars. Who knows how many of those brands are going to actually survive, because you can't have, like, you know, a 20-30 brands all peddling the same thing. But the BYD, honestly, I see why other YouTubers are reviewing it and coming away with a better opinion than they went in. I do get it. It's a great car, and I actually look forward to seeing these more on the tracks as well. So hope you guys enjoy this. And Paul, thanks again. I really appreciate you giving me the chance to check this out. You know what? It's just a fun day out anyway, and we'll see you guys next time.